Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your October 2024 General Tarot reading. It's Rena here. I always think that, no, I was thinking of the Ten of Pentacles, that's you. Oh, I did shuffle these cards. It's funny, I got some interesting cards that are similar to your opposite sign of Cancer. Okay, and okay, this is the interesting. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. The heart of the matter is the King of Pentacles. Pentacles relates to earth energy and matters of the earth, including money, including, kings can be like financial advisors or somebody that's in a position of authority, maybe a stockbroker, bank president. It could be someone who has a entrepreneur business, who's an entrepreneur and is really like doing well. Maybe you're doing very well financially. This is a good card for that. It could be father energy, maybe with money, giving you money somehow. In the past, and it could be like a boss too. In the past position, we have a judgment. Okay, well, sometimes like a judgment, the judgment could be like a legal judgment. So let's say you had a business partner and you're kind of dissolving the business and, you made out very well, or you have to employ some kind of person to sort things out. I guess it could be, that you could be really taking care of your finances in October. It might be something more practical. Now, if this is a person that you're getting involved with, it might be another earth sign who has maturity. Now, they might be older than you chronologically, but I don't always read it like that. I just think of the person who has really they've come into their own, so to speak, whether it's through success materially, but also like a grounded quality, like they're a rock. So it could be Taurus, Virgo, or fellow Capricorn. And this could even be like a mentor that you can turn to help you for some reason. The higher message is the Seven of Wands. There's a protective quality here, or self-protective. I like this depiction of Seven of Wands. In the Rider-Waite deck, they show like somebody who's like kind of fending off an attack with a wand. And it's more kind of ominous. This is kind of like a person, they're meditating and they have that pink bubble around them, kind of like, you can't touch me in some way. So how would I interpret this? Well, interesting. I would say that maybe you've been through some kind of hardship for some reason, that the Judgment card, or maybe, it's very interesting because in terms of the I'm primarily an astrologer, so I always look at the astrology when I'm doing the tarot. And in October, Pluto turns direct in your sign on the 11th of October. So the very fact that you've had Pluto, retrograde in your own sign at the 29th degree, no less, has meant that for Capricorn individuals, they've really had to look within in terms of some of their, and do that shadow work. And that the Judgment card is about rebirth. So that's what Pluto really represents. And I think that you'll really start to feel that come in when there is the Pluto direct on the 11th, and then when Pluto leaves Capricorn on November 19th. And I think, and I feel like, well, I'll get to that in a minute, but it's like when Pluto goes to 0 degrees of Aquarius, in other words, from that 29th degree. So yeah, so there might be something going on where maybe you come from a divorce and you are in the mode of like protection. If you were in a relationship with someone who was always attacking your character or just putting you down, you may feel like you're shoring yourself up, so to speak, with King of Pentacles, like getting your finances in order, and then more on the emotional level, although Wands, when I'm talking about Seven of Wands, it's more of your spirit, because Wands fire energy is the individuality. Maybe you're reclaiming yourself from somebody who tried to tear you down. And that's where the rebirth is coming from. What crosses you is the Seven of Cups. This can be a time of a lot of things going on for you. Let's see, is there anything else like astrologically that I can think of? Yes, there is a full moon that is happening in your 4th house of home and family in Aries on the 17th of October. I have a whole separate astrological forecast for you already on my channel if you want to check that out, Capricorn. But just to think about what could be going on. And this could bring up home matters for you. And there could be a lot of things that you need to be deciding at this time. A lot of things are up in the air because of, because also, that's right, there's the eclipse in Libra that's happening in your 10th house. That might even be more of a big deal, because that could bring up a lot of opportunities for you, and you have to decide what to do, because you might have a lot of offers, a lot of roads to choose from that you could go on, and you might be a little bit confused about what would be the right way to go. And it's almost like having too many options in a sense. And there's also the chance for like wishful thinking of like, again, with the Pentacles, sometimes people think that money is everything, and if they get job offers, the one that pays them the most money is going to be the one where they're going to be the happiest. Well, that might be unbelievably foolish. In certain circumstances, you might have a very inharmonious atmosphere, or even the type of work could be very stressful, and that wouldn't be the best decision. But sometimes people just, they're so on a one track that they just think like that. What's coming in is the Four of Cups. This is a card of dissatisfaction. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Really pay attention to where you feel like you don't have enthusiasm, like you're just not feeling whatever is going on, because that can guide you into what is the best for you, because otherwise you may choose something for the wrong reasons, like I was just saying, and you might regret it later on. And it's not like if we regret something, it's the end of the world if we regret it. But still, we want to feel that the things that we're doing make a lot of sense. And if we're doing things that don't make sense to us, that don't, or actually I would say not just make sense, but light us up. That's really, because the cups are about the emotions. And if your emotions are kind of like blah about something, listen to that. Don't just ignore it. If you have these decisions, because that can be wishful thinking, like, it's okay, I'll get over it. No, it's not about getting over it. It's about being really happy with what you're doing. The outcome is the Eight of Swords, and this is one of the reasons why I picked an additional card, because this isn't a very cheery outcome. I think this is a cautionary tale. If you ignore your feelings, you're going to feel oppressed. You're going to feel like you're doing something that doesn't feel good to you. And these are the self-limiting beliefs that people allow themselves to be controlled by. And this is something that you have to be very vigilant about, so that you are not, tied down, kept from doing things that you feel called to do. Because you deserve happiness like everybody else. You deserve to feel like life is something enjoyable. And if you feel a sense of oppression because you're doing something that somebody else programmed within yourself, that can lead to really not living an authentic life. And I think that because Capricorn is a traditional kind of sign, you tend to kind of fall into place. Not all of you. Some of you Capricorn suns have maybe a lot of Aquarius influence, and you might be a lot less likely to do that. But if you kind of just allow parental programming, for instance, or societal programming to be the determiner of the choices that you make and the thoughts that you think, then you have to prepare for the fact that you're going to probably not be satisfied with the outcome. So I picked an additional card. If you choose to live your life in a more autonomous way, in a more independent way with your independent desires and what you feel is right for yourself, this is the Fool. This is like 0 point. You have the option to choose how it goes from the ground floor up. And as a matter of fact, I was talking about Pluto going back into Aquarius, 0 degrees. This is your second house of earned income, Aquarius. So that could be a situation where, if this is what your end game is, that you get there. I'm not saying, right off the bat, but Pluto is going to be in Aquarius for 20 years. So keep that in mind. And Pluto can be wealth. So you can definitely build wealth for yourself. Now, initially, when it enters that second house, and this could be different for every person, there might be some kind of like challenge or crisis that you have to overcome, and that's part of the transformation, because this is about transforming your relationship with money too. And I would say alchemizing your relationship with money, meaning that you see money maybe on a higher level, rather than just this thing that you hoard or that you use to feel good about yourself, or to feel secure, but as something that represents your ability to co-create with the universe, let's say. Okay, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that this resonated. If you'd like a private reading, I'm promoting my astrological package called my deep dive reading. It's a special price for a double reading. I offer these readings separately. An hour of natal chart analysis and an hour of transits through the end of 2025 for a special price. And I also have career readings, or I call them career life path, money readings, love, even looking at your child's natal chart. I have all kinds of readings. You can find out more information at the link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.